It's real fucking easy. For those of you that want to know shit about stuff, okay? Let's go over some stuff. Music's a little distracting. All right, let's go over some stuff. For those of you not in the know, it's on Lost Ark Redfish. All right, so the question was, are we buying up the Kaldar Carp also? I'm like, okay, let's dissect what you're asking. All right, remember, Tuesdays, Wednesdays are bot dumps. Thursdays are patch days where Smilegate gives bots the fat cock, the fat dick. So again, things historically go up from Tuesdays and Wednesdays because that's when, bots are dumping all their fish, so they can, bots will dump their fish and their resources, their materials, whatever they farm, adventure tomes, yada, 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 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays so that they can have the gold by Wednesday, so they can sell the gold by Wednesday before the patch comes out, right? So is this a guarantee? No. This doesn't, it's not a guarantee that's going to happen. There are no guarantees in the market, but we can make, educated guesses on what will happen in the market. So to answer that question, I say I would definitely look at everything there is to invest in right now, then make your decision. So here's a question that you should ask yourself. Have you bought all the engravings that you need for your characters, for any characters that you want to make in the future? Have you bought those? Because if you haven't, you probably fucking should. Because it's probably be the cheapest time, barring some event in the future. I don't know. I'm not a fucking fortune teller, but chances are you're not going to get epic engravings for 30 gold again or 20 gold again. So I would do that. I would recommend doing that with your gold. And then buying tier 3 gems. Lancers will need gems. What will the price of this increase? Is this something that you've calculated into your investment strategy? That gems are going to go up in value because Lancers need gems? Okay. And obviously engravings don't fucking... you can't flip engravings, obviously. Don't fucking flip engravings, that's bad. Buying tier 2 items. Kaldar's, pouches, Star's Breast. Will these increase in value? Yes, obviously. I mean, they have increased in value since before the update was released. When everyone needs to get, 200,000? I think it's roughly 200,000 of these crystals, life crystals, life fragments, whatever they're called. If people need 200,000 of these roughly, chances are that the pouches are going to increase in value. Now, a lot of people have said oh, well, I've been buying off of the marketplace. I've been buying off of Mari's, and I've at 100,000. It's yeah, okay, but do you think most people are doing that? Chances are no. Chances are probably not. So you could obviously see quite a dramatic increase. Same things with Star's Breath. You'll need Star's Breath, especially if pouches are really expensive. Star's Breaths go up in tandem. Obviously, Kaldar's may go up in value now. We've had a long time to make Kaldar's. We've had an extra week. I feel less good about Kaldar's now than I did a week ago. Before I heard news that it was actually being pushed back. But Kaldar's are still a pretty safe investment, even if they go up, from 5 as they are now to maybe even 7 or 8. That's still, not bad. So then, with tailoring and folding books, when you're talking about should I buy carps, it's okay, well, have you thought about buying tailoring and folding books? Will you see a dramatic price increase for tier 2 folding and tailoring books? And if that happens, will we see tier 1 and tier 3 books go up in value by proxy? So that needs to be a part of your investment strategy. Now, it's buying Omen skins. It leaves the market in 5 days. Is this an intelligent investment? I don't know. I bought in pretty early. I bought in between 2,300 and 3,300. Is this going to go up in value? Chances are yes. Is it better than the other strategies? Chances are, think about it yourself and think about it whether you want to be invested into it. I got in early, so it's not a problem for me. It might be a problem for you getting into it in the next couple days before it leaves the market. Maybe this is the peak. Maybe selling it for 4K from 2,300 is the peak. I don't know. I can't say for sure anything about it because I just don't know. So another thing is buying materials. Fish, excavation, meat. Will these increase in value if bots get banned and there's increased pressure for enhancements in the future because of the update? These items convert. and create fusion materials. Obviously, you guys know that if you've been watching my channel, fish, excavations, meat, you use these materials to craft in the workshop. And obviously, if we have a reduction of bots, again, the prices of these items will go up in value, as we saw last week with the update. Right, it was pretty crazy. Carps were up to like 15 gold, 16 gold on a few servers, and then as time goes on, bots figure out new ways. But if you I'll get into that further down the list. So another question you can ask is like, are these safe investments, since there will be an increase of deflationary action in the market if the value of gold keeps on increasing? Are you keeping tabs on the gold to crystal value as an indicator of the economic macro value of gold? Now, what the fuck does that mean? For those of you that are new, what the fuck does that mean? Well, what's great is we can actually use what's actually great about this is we can use the game market, the currency exchange, to see how valuable gold is. Look at this. I think on EUC, we're actually seeing inflation occur. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But reminder, we're seeing inflation occur on Tuesday and over the last couple days. What's going to happen when everyone starts enhancing on Thursday again, like I discussed earlier? Are we going to see deflationary action again? Or is maybe today the best time to sell some items before the deflation? Like, these are things to consider, right? It's just things to consider. So let's go back here. So how do you use gold and crystals as a way of understanding deflation and inflation? Well, it's just a marker, so you can look and say, oh, well, I can get more gold with my crystals. That means that we're inflationary. If you can get less gold with your crystals because gold is more valuable, that's a deflationary market. And you got to understand what pulls money out and you have to understand what actions in the game pulls money out of the system and what actions in the game pushes money into the system. And the more gold in the system, the more inflationary, safer the investment, and the less gold in the system, things pulling gold out of the system, the more deflationary it is, and it makes flipping and selling and investing much more difficult. It's like playing the markets on fucking hard mode. So again, you can see a lot of content creators losing their fucking shirts because of this deflationary action from the bots being banned. I've talked about this in depth before. I'm not going to go into depth over it now. So are you watching the gold increase? Oh, this is what I was talking about earlier. Are you watching the gold cost increase or decrease on gold selling websites as an indicator that bots are going strong or doing well in the current market, like the current environment for bots? So if you look at the value of gold on these websites, it went from, I think, 42 cents at its lowest. Because these are things that I keep track of, right? I try to keep track of everything. I'm all over the place, ADHD, whatever. But so before it was 42 cents for every 1,000 gold, and now I think it's over $3, or roughly around $3. I haven't checked in a few days, but that means that bots aren't doing too great, and it's hard for them to get gold, just as it's difficult for us to get gold. Because again, we're in a deflationary market, everything is cheap, gold has high value. That's kind of the system that we're in right now. In the foreseeable future, maybe that'll change when Voltime comes out. It remains to be seen, I don't know. Now, here's another, I wanted to add this because this was a great thing to add, in my opinion. So concerning the previous statements about bots, what is this price action? Why is this price action occurring, right? If it reduces in price or increases in price, it's not just because of the environment that bots are in. It's also because there's multiple things happening in this like botting economy, right? Like different times, different times to sell, different times to buy. Like they have their own calculations that they do, their own formulas on what bots do, their own systems that they run. So I'm just going to read this. Are they trying to offload their gold, reducing the price of gold on their website due to the bot speculation that their current botting method will be banned, increasing the supply of current bot gold and a reduction and reducing prices? Okay, so yeah, if they know that a ban is coming, botters might be trying to get rid of all of their fucking gold, which increases the supply, which reduces the prices. Okay, it might not mean that bots are back. It might just mean that their fucking bots are scared. Botters are scared that the new update that's coming out Thursday is gonna fuck them. So they drop all their prices and try to get rid of gold. that's also something to consider. There's a lot of different facets of this to consider, right? And then yeah, so it's like there's a lot of shit to consider when people ask if they should buy or sell something. It's like, well, how much knowledge do you have? It's like, how much knowledge do you have that you can even ask that kind of question, right? It's like, I don't know your knowledge, so that's why I don't know how to answer these questions, because I don't have a good answer because I don't know who the fuck you are asking. But yeah, I think that explained things pretty well. Okay, can you guys see this? Probably not. It looks a little fucking funky here. Okay, so Shiozaki says, anyone saw the low price skins today? Again, so here are my thoughts on low price skins from it reducing in price. Okay, it's probably due to the whales buying skins instead of buying straight gold, as the value is high enough for the skins that it's worth buying the skins over buying straight gold. So that's the consideration to make. All right, okay, alrighty. Does everyone get it? Chrissy says she'll subscribe to your YouTube if you do squats in gray sweatpants.